My name is Paillex. I'm president and founder of America's Grow Row.
And how did you get started in this?
Back in 2002, my daughter and I started a little 30 by 30 foot garden, and we had all this extra produce and didn't know what to do with it. So one day we saw a little article in the paper that said if you have extra produce, bring it to the food pantry. Thus, the program was born. So we brought 120 pounds down that first year, and then as time went on, we decided to expand the size of the garden. And it got larger and larger, and it got to the point where we started bringing folks from the community and our church and companies and community groups and such. Fast forward to this year, 2012, where we have 3,000 volunteers, and as of last year we hit our 1.4 million pound mark.
Nice. So now you started this in 2002. Were you also working a full-time job?
Yes, I was. Yeah, I was working full-time. I was doing this at 5 in the morning, and then after work, whatever I had a spare moment, I would do it, along with my daughter at my side. And as time went on, it became quite a bit to try to manage both. But then I found myself in a very unique position or situation where I actually went through a reorg with my job, and I had to make a decision on whether or not I stay here and continue the program and get relocated back out of the area. And I chose to stay here because I really felt like this was my calling. So I found another job along the way, and within the mortgage industry, and that had its challenges. And as of May of last year, I found myself actually unemployed. And so my wife and I prayed over this. We decided that we would forge forward and make this our program and see where it goes. And lo and behold, by the end of the year, our prayers were answered, and we received enough funding to be able to go full time for myself and another individual in the organization. That also then allows us to get that much more produce out to those folks in need. So I benefited personally, but then of course everyone else did as well, because now the program is doubling, tripling, and becoming way more impactful than ever before.
So would you say definitively that this is your passion?
This is my passion. I'm blessed that it's my calling, and I'm here for as long as it's around. So I feel very blessed to be able to be part of this and meet such great people and help so many of those folks in need. It's not just about getting produce to those in need, it's about getting healthy foods to those in need that can hopefully minimize the level of childhood obesity and diabetes and hypertension and cancers and such that are attributed to unhealthy eating. So having kids come out, touch the farm, get exposed to farming, agriculture, where their food comes from is a valuable lesson. We have youth from the inner city that comes out. They harvest. They bring everything back to their families and their communities. They're part of the program. They're part of the process. We also have created free farm markets where we have literally, it's a farm market that's free in these food desert areas that have zero access to any healthy food choices. So we set up these free farm markets on a weekly basis. We pack up our trucks, we go down, we distribute it to those in need. People that live in areas that just don't have access to any fresh fruits and vegetables. So we're trying to also make our youth a much more giving generation. We have so many different hands touching the program, many of which are children, mind you. If they're going to give back now at an early age, then when they're tomorrow's leaders, they too would want to give back, take time from work, and take some of the sacrifices and that for themselves and give out to others. So we think that's a huge mission, a part of our mission point. My name is Paillex. I am president and founder of America's Grow Row, and I live my life on purpose.
Da 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 da.